Imagine discovering old photographs of a famous movie star you thought you fully understood, only to suddenly see something completely unexpected. That is exactly what happens when you come across pictures of Linda Blair that pull back the curtain and reveal a side many people never noticed before. Whether you remember her clearly from the horror classic The Exorcist or only recognize her name, these images tell a powerful story that goes far beyond words. As we explore these photos step by step, you begin to understand that there is much more behind the face everyone remembers. Linda Blair was born on January 22, 1959, in St. Louis, Missouri. She began her career at a very young age, starting with modeling before moving into acting. Her life changed forever when she was cast as Regan McNeil in The Exorcist. That role made her an instant star and brought her worldwide fame, along with major award recognition, including an Academy Award nomination and a Golden Globe win. For many people, that role became her identity, but her life story is far bigger than a single film. When Linda played Regan, she was only a teenager and the role demanded intense makeup, disturbing effects, and emotionally challenging scenes. Looking at photos from that era, you see a young girl transformed by heavy makeup, dramatic lighting, and unsettling expressions. These images leave nothing to the imagination because they show how deeply the role changed her appearance and public image. The contrast becomes even clearer when you compare those photos to pictures taken years later, where Linda appears calmer, more natural, and more comfortable in her own skin. This is where picture proof becomes so powerful. The images tell a story of growth and transformation that words alone cannot fully explain. Early modeling photos show a young Linda before fame, still innocent and hopeful. On-set photos from The Exorcist reveal the intense demands of her most famous role. Later images show her evolving beyond horror films, experimenting with new roles, styles, and directions in life. Together, these visuals form a timeline of change. Pictures matter because they capture moments honestly. They show posture, expression, confidence, and even struggle. For someone like Linda Blair, who experienced fame at such a young age, photos help us understand what she lived through. When someone leaves nothing to the imagination through images, it often reflects honesty. The pictures show success, pressure, change, and resilience. That openness makes her story relatable and inspiring. As the years passed, Linda Blair chose a path that surprised many people. Instead of staying only in the spotlight, she focused on causes close to her heart. Photos from later years show her working as an animal rights activist and founding the Linda Blair World Heart Foundation. These images reveal compassion, purpose, and maturity. You can see experience in her face, wisdom in her expressions, and strength in her choices. This chapter of her life proves she is more than just a horror icon. When watching the images closely, you begin to notice details. Her expressions shift from youthful innocence to confidence and calm. Makeup and fashion reflect different eras of her life. Some photos feel staged and professional, while others feel candid and real. Each type of image tells a different part of her story. Together, they show the full human behind the celebrity. By the end of this visual journey, one thing becomes clear. Linda Blair's life cannot be defined by one role. Her photos prove that people change, grow, and move forward. They remind us not to lock anyone into a single image or moment. Just like her, everyone has layers, chapters, and unseen strength. So as you reflect on these images, remember this lesson. Sometimes pictures reveal more truth than words ever could. They show growth, resilience, and identity. Linda Blair's story is not just about fame. It is about transformation, purpose, and life beyond expectations. Thanks for watching this video.